What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking these out. Seagull. Now, in the last couple days, the big man, big Dr. Zuckerberg, the Zuck man, has decided to take fact checkers off of Facebook, Threads, Instagram, their toast. Post whatever you want, and that will be replaced with community notes. So instead of somebody somewhere that nobody can trust being like, hey, this is a fact, it'll just be a guy named Ted, maybe. And he'll post that this is not real, and other people will call him a bitch, and we'll go from there. Also, the big man, Zuckman, he wants to make the whole deal more masculine. Now, first of all, just to start here, Mark Zuckerberg sucks. This man sucks. He's always sucked. He basically made an app that kicks you in the balls and every once in a while tells you whose birthday it is. This guy sucks. He's almost single-handedly sunk society with his trash. He's made it possible for aunts, uncles everywhere to just eat cigarettes and melt their brains on his garbage, spewing things that make no sense, that don't exist anywhere. There's no reason to argue about them. Arguing about things that are probably not real with people you're never going to see ever while eating cigarettes. Sitting around being like, oh, who started the fires? I bet it was Drake. And then that becomes a real thought because somebody eating cigarettes with sheets on their windows decided to post it. This guy sucks. He has almost single-handedly sunk society with his garbage. And he doesn't need to worry about it. He doesn't need to worry about it because here's a fact. This is a fact. Check it. Community note it. This man is building a bunker in Hawaii for $260 million. $260 million. And he's like, oh, it's just a place to hang out. It's not a doomsday bunker. Sure, pal, just like all the other $260 million places that people can get on Earth. Regular people. This is why this guy does not care about what he does with his apps. Because when people go, there's some people out there that go, well, now you're just mad because now he's on the right. This is not a left and right deal. This is a trying to survive in a society type of situation. Because this man, if you think this man cares whether or not something is left or right, he walks the earth, right? He sees what's going on the streets. When it's left, he's left. When it's right, he's right. As long as you're on the app. Are you eating cigarettes? Are you an aunt arguing with somebody about whether or not the earth is a certain shape? Please stay here so I can get all your info and give you ads. Do you think I care? I don't. Because here's the great thing about it. When people are out here eating each other because somebody posted, if you eat your neighbor, you'll make $1 million. Not everybody will be eaten, but there'll be some people that will eat their neighbor. And where's this guy going to be? In the center of the earth, learning karate. This guy sucks. He doesn't have to walk around and deal with the repercussions of his apps, his trash. He doesn't have to sit there and deal with the idea that people keep looking at this shit and then one day decide to run into a pizza place and open up a cage full of kids in a basement that doesn't exist because they sat on a thing pounding cigarettes, drinking coffee, arguing with people they're never going to meet in their lives. Where was this guy? Center of the earth, in a pool, covered in ice cream, or whatever he's doing. This guy sucks. Mark Zuckerberg sucks. Every single time that there's a picture of him in public, it should be him blocking his face from a stick being thrown at him from across the street. This man sucks. He sucks. Mark Zuckerberg should be, because of what he's done to people's heads, he should be charged with crimes against humanity. The amount of aunts, uncles, other people, but I like the idea of aunts and all, melted, brains fully melted because of this ignorant piece of garbage who sits back and gets $200 billion. $200 billion. And then has the audacity to walk around and be like, you know, people just weren't letting me say what I want to say. I got to get criticized. You can't complain about that when you have $200 billion. $200 billion. Free speech does not affect Mark Zuckerberg. If Mark Zuckerberg wanted to walk onto the trading floor and say the N-word, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? We're pulling your stock down. No, they're not. You're not going to star in a Disney movie. Okay, cool. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Now I'm Aladdin. Look at me. I'm Pinocchio Zuck. None of this matters to him. because he doesn't have to deal with it. If things get real bad, which they could, when there are no facts, when there are nothing, and it's just everybody deciding, hey, there's now a bat boy that exists. No, there's not. Well, go to hell, and we eat each other here. Where's this guy going to be? Center of the earth, playing a PS5, beating himself off while doing bicep curls. This guy sucks. This man sucks. And again, this is not a left-right deal. This is regular human beings who eat cigarettes being melted, their brains being melted, and then going out in society and eating other people. We deal with it. We walk through a Costco with some guy frothing at the mouth because he's been misinformed. Well, where's Zuck? Where's Zuck? I'm a free speech warrior. You can't tell me what to do. You know, honest to God, some of these guys that complain about free speech are some of the most brittle human beings alive. Brittle. Because you go, okay, yeah, you can say it. Why do you want to say it? Don't question me. What? You can't. It's free. I'll marry a gun. Cool, dude. All right, great. So I'll just walk around here and maybe be eaten, man. Cool. While you live in the center of the earth with $200 billion. Not even million. Billion. This guy sucks. And this whole stupid, we're going to make things masculine. Buddy, no matter what you do, do as much jujitsu as you possibly can. Nobody that you're running around with right now is going to think you're masculine. You already did hire Dana White. You can hire all of the Dana Whites. Hire every single man who looks like Dana White. Hire Rogan in the Raptor truck. Nobody is going to think you're masculine. Take your shoes off as much as you want. Do jujitsu, buddy. Because I don't even know what that means. We're going to make Facebook more masculine. Okay. Are you going to bring beef to the office? Are there going to be barbecues in the lobby? Is it going to be like, hey, everybody, good work today. Now go out into the parking lot and sock some dingers. You suck, dude. You suck, and you actively have sunk society knowingly. You made your little bullshit apps a slot machine that people can't get off of while they eat cigarettes and pass around info, thoughts that make no sense but affect real-world people that you don't interact with. None of this matters to you. Gonna be more masculine. Hey man, learn every single martial art you possibly can. Learn Krav Maga. Learn the Brazilian one. Become Eddie Gordo. No matter what you do, you're still going to be looked at and should be as a man who should be eating his lunch under the stairs in a high school. And this coming from a dork. I'm a dork, but I don't have $200 billion and apps that break people's brains, that have Zin dippers sitting around being like, Diddy started the fires, and then real people have to deal with that. You monster. You sit in Hawaii, you count coconuts, and then you walk into the center of the earth. This guy, it's crazy to me to think that like a guy like Elon is trying to get off the planet. Zuckerberg's going in. He's not leaving. He's going deeper. If you start digging graves deep enough in Hawaii, you're going to hit this guy's house. Please don't bury your grandfather on my shed. I live here. Mark Zuckerberg sucks. Actively sucks. He is one of the reasons that people are melted. He is one of the degradations of society so that he can walk around with his darty little freak eyes and make $1 billion. 200 billion of them. I don't know what he's doing with it. He's wearing black tees, and he's got a gold chain, and he's dressed like Jack Harlow, and he's just wandering around being like, we're on the right now. And then people go, oh, yeah, he's with us. He ain't with you. He ain't with you. When your aunt decides to come into the family room and eat you because of something she read or saw or posted on one of these trash bag apps that this man made, there's no right left. There's a society that we are trying to live in. You, me. But I guess, whatever. No facts, no thought. Who cares? Let this guy do whatever he wants to do. And then we'll all just go to the fair and hope somebody isn't misinformed enough to snap. Mark Zuckerberg, man, you suck. You suck. You again, there's nothing you can do to become more masculine. And again, if you want to make it masculine, you want to make Facebook meta masculine, make the little circle, the little M, make it two dicks just sucking each other. Two dicks sucking each other with the American flag waving in the background and two guns. You suck, man. You could have two bald eagles on your shoulders every single place you walk. Turn your arms into guns. There is nobody over there that's going to think you're masculine. None. Nobody. Because you can't, buddy, you're a dork. And this come from a dork. You're a dork. You are a dork. You dorked it. You got dealt a dork, buddy. Your hand was dork. And you played it a dork. You sunk, buddy. You sunk a lot of people, man. You broke a lot of brains. A lot of people are just fully shattered because you got to question everything now. Everything. Some people go, we've gotten to this point. People go, were you there? Was I there? What do you mean? You just said Jeffrey Dahmer ate 17 people. Were you there? No. You're right. He might not be real. I never saw him live. Maybe the Titanic didn't sink. Maybe there was no iceberg. Maybe it was all made up to get us to watch a movie that James Cameron made. I don't know. I wasn't there. And you're part of this, Zuck. You're part of it. While you sit in the center of the earth in your tiny little $260 million home, you piece of garbage, while people up here are like, yay, we're free again. We ain't. This man stinks. Every single time he leaves his house, he should have a milkshake thrown into his eyes. And it's also just kind of funny that he's like, we're getting rid of fact checkers and it's going to be more masculine. Okay, so just the stereotype of every sitcom in the 80s, just some bumbling dad. I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. Covered in cheese, falls into the pool. Aw, dad, credits. Mark Zuckerberg sucks no matter what he says, does, is, and he does not care. If tomorrow, most people decided we want a snake. We want an actual snake, a cobra, as the leader. He'd go, you know what? All right, now you can only comment in S. This guy sucks, making this thing more masculine. Okay, cool. Take the like button off. Make it a spin kick. There are no more comments. You have to gorilla choke somebody's ideas. Sick, bro. This guy sucks. And a part of me, I don't know anything, part of me thinks he's doing this so that the other big man will be like, okay, cool. You're going to do things I like. You're going to let me say things I want to say. And you're not going to question them. I'll get rid of TikTok, your competitor. And then you can run around being a tough man, lifting weights. You can get big shoulders, Zuck. You can be Mark Shoulderberg. While people in a Walmart, in Crocs, start eating each other because of thoughts about somebody being a lizard or hurricanes being controlled by politicians they don't like. Mark Zuckerberg stinks. Anyways, might be ridiculous, but I did want this to be a calm video. I didn't want to yell this whole thing, but here we are. And look, I don't know anything, so maybe I could be wrong about all these things. Please let me know your thoughts, feelings. Like, subscribe, share, and God, thank you for checking this out. Greatly appreciate you. See you all later.